Hi everybody, welcome back to Critical Mass. We were discussing films, what films to watch, and there's Netflix and Hollywood movies out there, but there's an awful lot of foreign films out there that a lot of people just pass by. Don't even look at them. So we're going to recommend a couple that maybe you should just check out because they're actually really good movies. Mm-hmm. So what is our recommendations for foreign films? Right after this. Alright, so I'll come up with the first one. There's a new movie coming out in theaters right now called Train to Busan, and it's Peninsula, and it's part 2 of Train to Busan.
So you're recommending a movie that's coming out?
No, I'm recommending the original.
Okay.
Train to Busan. It's a zombie movie. Entirely, I believe it's Japanese, I think. I'm not sure, because I don't know the language, but I'm reading the English subtitles. Okay. And it is, when you look at the zombie genre and you say, what else can they do, right? And most of the new ones that are coming out are just simple, how much blood and guts can we put out in that movie? True. This one is like, you start to actually like the characters and root for them as they're going along. They're not just people, carrying 9 guns and blasting away. There's a story, there's a plot, there's families, and they're all stuck on this train, and there's zombies on the train. It's like snakes on a plane. No.
But zombies on a train.
It's not silly and stupid. This one is a very serious movie. There are moments in this that will get you almost to tears by the time you're at the end because you've fallen in love with these characters. Okay. And they're sacrificing themselves for other people. And it is not your typical zombie blood and guts movies that we see from Hollywood.
I'd like to see a movie where you start to sympathize with the zombies and root for them. But this is not that.
I did that in World War Z because that music was loud and I would have climbed that wall too. So I thought that was a good idea. But no, that's and you know what? It's a foreign film with subtitles, and I'm going to go see the new one in theaters too. So it must have been a good movie if I'm going to see it twice. So, all right. Who wants to go next? What are you going to recommend?
Go for it. Okay, well, I think I've mentioned this before because I watched it recently, but The Platform, which you can find on Netflix. And The Platform is, it's basically almost like a prison system, I guess you could call it, where they have like 300 levels and it's like a vertical prison. Mm-hmm. And at the top floor, you have this immaculately put together feast of just about every delicacy that you can think of, and it's massive. And so they start on the first floor and everybody eats as much as they can. They have like 5 minutes to eat, and then it goes down to the second floor. They eat the leftovers from what was left over top. Down it goes until there's absolutely nothing. By like the 160th floor, everybody under that gets nothing, and so like they kind of have to eat each other if they plan to survive. So you have every month you're matched up with somebody else in this prison room with you, right? So there's 2 people. You can bring 1 item with you into this prison. You choose what it is. I think the main character that you're following brought a book, and then other people have brought like knives and chains and swords and guns, and so I really enjoyed it. It's not subtitled. It's dubbed. But really like intriguing. It's just one of those concepts that you're like, whoa, that would never exist in real life, but I'd watch it if it did on a reality TV show.
It's like a different version of The Cube. Kind of, yeah.
Okay. And so what's the native language of the movie?
I don't even know.
It's like Ukraine.
Yeah, it's like a German or something. It's okay. Yeah. But I would absolutely recommend seeing it because I put it on because I saw the trailers on Netflix once in a while would come on, and I thought that's a pretty cool concept. So I watched it, and it took me to the end. I was entertained. So
good, nice.
What do you got for us?
I hate international movies. I hate them. I can't get into it if it's dubbed, and I hate reading the subtitles because I'm missing what's happening on the screen. But my wife likes pretty things. And she says, okay, tonight we're watching stuff, and I'm saying, okay, fine. She found a thumbnail, Ashes of Love. Okay? This is a Chinese soap opera fantasy show.
Okay.
Okay? With love and flowers and pretty people in it. And it's subtitled. And I was going into this, I'm saying, oh my god, like, give me a rope. And I watched 70-something episodes of this thing and was upset when it was over. It's imagine an anime cartoon, and this is live-action anime. Almost everything is CGI except the people, but it looks pretty decent. And you have different realms. And they're all in the heavens. You know, you have the
Is this Sailor Moon?
you have the heaven realm, you have the demon realm, you have the flower realm, you have the bird realm, maybe water realm. Okay, and they're all ruled by the heaven realm. But the prince of the heaven realm is like sabotaged, and he falls into the flower realm, where there's this little princess or little fairy. Okay, except this fairy was like the daughter of a big princess, but her mind was erased, so she doesn't know she's a big princess. And they start to have a love affair. The problem is that this little fairy princess, when her mind was erased, her mother cursed her with the inability to know what love is. So the prince falls in love with her.
Wow, he's really gotten into this.
Yeah.
The prince falls in love with her, and she doesn't even know what that is. So she doesn't respond appropriately. But guess what? The prince has a stepbrother, and he also falls in love with her. And now there's this love triangle where she doesn't even know what love is. And okay, like I know
I know a lot of women like that.
it's a really, really campy first couple of episodes, and then it gets really dramatic and good. And you're like 70-something episodes I watched, like 45 minutes to an hour long. It's on Netflix, and like I would watch it again probably.
Okay. I'm not sure I would, but okay.
I'm telling you.
I don't have a wife who likes pretty things, so I might not watch this neither.
Ashes of Love. Like, it's live action anime, and it was really good.
Hey, Billy, you want to watch a good thing? Watch this pretty thing called Ashes of Love. Yeah. And then lift some weights. Okay. All right.
Good.
We know which one of us is most in touch with their feminine side. All right, Ashes of Love. All right, I'll go right along the exact same lines then. I just found a series. It was the first year of the series on Netflix as well. It's a Japanese television series. Lots of episodes. I think there's like 30 episodes. And it's called The King's Avatar. Okay, sounds pretty tough so far, right? No, it's nothing like that. It's all about a video game. These guys are competitive video game players in the biggest game of all time. So this is an MMO game, big open world game that you pretend you're a sword fighter or a gun, and you go on adventures, and they have rankings and everything. But if you're a gamer like I am, and you follow these kind of games and you look at this stuff, they get everything right. They know what they're talking about in this series, and they just don't show you in the game. Like, these are people who play the game, so they'll show you a scene in the game, and then it's live action after that, and it's funny in some points, just absolutely hilarious, and the over-the-top fans, and it is what actually happens in Japan on these games, like Fortnite or Blizzard, when Blizzard was at the top with World of Warcraft.
Sounds like they stole this idea from an 80s movie called, The Wizard, with the same kid on the Wonder Years. Right? That they go to play the Nintendo game.
Well, there's lots of versions of these, but This one, I was surprised how much I started to enjoy it. I just started watching it, and then I saw, oh, it's not in English. Uh-oh. And then they did this scene, I said, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I laughed, and I laughed some more, and then I just fell for the story. And I watched every episode.
Do you
now.
have to be a gamer to appreciate this?
Not really, because as long as you know what they're striving for, they want to, you know, it's competitive gaming. So this is how they slowly build a team. So they find this person, and they're all misfits. They're people who aren't at the top of the list. And you have other guy guilds and everything that go after them and try and stop them because they want the money and they want this. And these guys are just in it for the enjoyment. That kind of thing. So it's an underdog story based around video games.
Okay.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I might like that.
You know,
More than I would like pretty things.
Ashes of Love.
You know, it sounds like
Ashes of
no, it
Love.
sounds like it's just a love story and stuff. But there's betrayal, there's war.
Yeah. Fairy betrayal is the worst.
Especially when you don't know, because you don't know about love.
Yeah, right?
That's where the ashes come from.
Yeah, it's another one you're never going to live down.
Well, there you go. That's our recommendations. Take it with a huge grain of salt, because we have some really warped ideas of what we like. However, Train to Busan is rated really, really high amongst audience. If you want to go see something in theater, The Peninsula is out in theaters right now, and I'm going to go see it sometime this weekend. Maybe we'll even do a review on it after I go see it. So the first one was excellent. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more... Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Not what you're supposed to be doing.
No, not at all. Well, that's our recommendations for foreign films. Why not check out some of our other content down here below? And until next time, we'll see you on the channel. Now it's